This is my dream, this is my passion, this is something that I believe in.
If you're always afraid that things are going to go wrong, your business isn't going to succeed.
Who would have thought Satch would make us millionaires?
I'm a third-year entrepreneur and CEO of Spurgo.
I'm the inventor of the locker boards.
I'm 14 years old. I'm the CEO of Sally Candy.
I'm the co-founder here at Rumble Boxing.
CEO of Play Versus.
This is my hustle.
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 Today on My Hustle, we're going to see some extraordinary entrepreneurs who have turned their passions into profit. Follow along as we learn about their business, determination, and road to success in the sport industry. We're kicking off today's episode in California, where teenager Carson Crawford has reinvented the skateboard.
I just wanted these to fit in lockers, and it's a board, so locker board.
And then I got on Shark Tank.
Hi, Sharks.
The whole experience was crazy. 3 sharks battled to invest in my company.
I chose Richard Branson. He's invested, he's mentored me.
What up? I'm Carson Crawford. I'm 13 years old. I live in San Clemente, California. I'm the inventor of the locker board. Sustainable skateboards that fit inside your backpack and locker. As on Shark Tank, and Richard Branson is my biz partner. I have over 1,000 board sales, and my company is valued at $325,000. This is my hustle. We're in my backyard shop, and we're about to make a locker board. So I just cut down my board now. We're gonna sand down the edges to make them super smooth. I was 11 when I made my first locker board. Now I'm gonna drill the holes. I keep some of the original holes. I just have to drill new ones in the top. And for anyone thinking about making their own locker board,
I was awarded a design patent.
okay, so right now I am sanding down the graphic on the bottom of my locker board. Now we're gonna put the trucks and wheels on. My favorite is the Travel Cruiser. Super sick. This is the cherry on top.
It's easier to do tricks on a locker board than a normal skateboard. It's so small that it flips way faster.
It's a little hard to skate on a locker board in the beginning, but after like 10 minutes, you pick it up just like that. So we're at Short Cliffs Middle School, and this is where I started locker board. I initially made it for myself, then everyone got interested, and my parents told me that I had to clean and do chores to pay for my surf contest and surf lessons. But I hate to clean, so I asked them if I could try selling locker boards instead. I started bringing skateboard decks to school, putting like 5 in my backpack and taking them out during lunch and selling them for 20 bucks a piece.
So here at Short Cliffs, we always talk about educating and inspiring. Inspiring to do something new, to break out, go outside the box, and invent something, solve a problem. So Carson's got that fire, he's got that inspiration. We got a ton of kids that have locker boards. My son's here, 7th grade, he got one for Christmas, he rides it every day.
My mom helps me out with the day-to-day business. To be honest with you, I couldn't really have done this without her.
I am the chief mom officer of Locker Board. I help manage the paperwork and his schedule. His clientele are kids 10 to 15, 16 years old, and parents, grandparents buy these boards a lot. They love the Locker Board story and what Carson's about.
So Carson wanted a skateboard to fit in his locker and his backpack. So he came to me one day and asked me if we could cut one of his skateboards down. So we built a shop and we started making prototype. Vans was donating all of their used skateboard decks to Carson, and he was cutting them down. His goal was to make 200 skateboards himself. He exceeded that goal.
Carson handmade 400 boards and was burning out by the time he was on Shark Tank. So we were so grateful that Richard invested and we were able to hire PS Sticks to take over the manufacturing of the boards for Carson.
Before I started Locker Board, I had Street Tubes, which is the family-friendly version of tarp surfing. It makes you feel like you're surfing the streets. We have a utility patent for Street Tubes, and we're hoping to launch it during the Olympics of 2020 because that's the first time surfing and skating is gonna be in the Olympics, and I think it just fit right in.
My hustle, take 2.
I've been surfing with my friends since I was like 5 years old.
Carson has always loved the water from the time he was a baby. He loves his friends and his community, and he wants to give back. He donates $1 per board sold to Ocean Unite for ocean conservation.
Me and my friends started the Save Santa movement to help get 3.6 million pounds of nuclear waste stored in safer canisters and moved to a safe facility.
Carson loves public speaking, surfing, skating. He's an ocean activist and, of course, an entrepreneur. He's become inspirational to all these kids.
Skateboarding taught me the lesson of never giving up.
My favorite part about Lockerboard is meeting all these awesome people. Also, it feels good when you make money after working so hard for something. I have sales from my website, from Amazon, and then also from some retailers like Jack's Surf Shop. This is actually my first retailer that I was in. They've been just so helpful. I feel like selling at Jack's is super important because it gets out to that skate and surf group. So yeah, how are board sales?
These sell a lot around August and September because, you know, school's just starting. And then usually around Christmas, people come and buy it too. What you should do is just plug all you can.
You definitely have to get yourself out there, let more people know about what you're doing.
He's gone through some tough times. He was bullied at school. He's received nasty emails from friends. He's been slammed on social media, and he's just learned how to develop really thick skin and get past that. He's willing to put himself out there regardless and go for it.
I just try to surround myself with positive people and keep out the negative people. This is my office. This is where I do all my Lockerboard schoolwork stuff. It's my sombrero. It's pretty sick. I'll usually work like 3 or 4 hours maybe on homework and work.
Carson's contacted from people all over the world. He has a lot of people that want to collaborate with him, sponsor him, and speaking opportunities.
Hello, Noah.
Hey, Carson, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
We're talking with Noah Murphy-Reinhardt, and he's the lead of sustainable innovation at Nike. Noah helps me out with keeping my business sustainable. My Lockerboards are made out of recycled skateboard decks.
This idea of upcycling things, this idea of giving things a second, a third, a fourth life, it's one of the most effective ways that we can get after sustainability, and it also gives your product a really unique look. This great double win of getting really good benefit and creating a cool product.
Thanks so much for chatting, Noah. Talk with you soon.
Sounds good, man.
Awesome. Later. My biggest piece of advice to give to someone that wants to start a business at my age is believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will.
When we come back, a college student is reinventing basketball and bringing it to the beach. Now we're heading cross-country to Virginia, where college student Tim Shields has invented a new sport, U-ball.
When you're trying to create something from nothing, it does take a lot of dirty work, a lot of elbow grease.
Because you can see the vision, it makes it so much more powerful despite the highs and the lows that you face.
Every time we go on vacation, we find the nearest blacktop, our gym, to play 2-on-2 basketball. And at one point it hit us, why doesn't basketball have a secondary version of it? Why is that the only sport that isn't portable? My name is Tim Shields, I'm 20 years old and I'm the CEO of U-Ball, and this is my hustle. So U-Ball is really, it's two things. So it's both a new sport and it's a new product. So it's a new version of basketball that you can play on a beach or at a field. It has its own set of rules. It's basketball without dribbling. So you get 2 steps before you have to pass it or shoot it. There's no out of bounds. You can go behind the hoop like hockey or lacrosse. Standard play is typically 3-on-3, but you can do what you want there. The product is, it's a basketball hoop set that you can pack up, throw on your back, and take wherever you want. To assemble, secure the ground screw into the ground by turning it. Attach the rim to the pole and backboard with 2 knobs. Join the poles together with 2 pins at your desired height. Secure it into the ground the way you would a beach umbrella. You can assemble it into the ground at any beach or field in a few minutes.
I looked at it today and I was like, I haven't seen it in a while. I was like, wow, that is incredible how far it's come. Like, the rim is so much different. The backboard is so much more like defined. It's better looking. It's incredible.
So we're here at James Madison University. What we're doing is a little product promotion. It's a U-Ball tournament, and what we're doing, what more do you need? Did they see that?
Tim is a complete perfectionist. He's nonstop, always knows for the grindstone, and he's also very open-minded as well. He's always asking for, how he can get better, how he can take the product to the next level.
Yeah, I think what I love most about U-Ball is that I can actually dunk, which is, can't do that on a 10-foot rim, which is awesome. I see the sport going college campuses, beaches. Like I said, it's very versatile, so I see it in a lot of places. College campuses, I think, is a great one.
We we had this clear vision of what we thought it could be, like all these things that could, make it great. As we've, gotten closer to the final product, we've definitely refined that vision, but the main dream has kind of stayed the same. I think for me, that's been the coolest thing to see it develop and see how much momentum we've gotten, because people also see like the potential it has.
Over time, caught the attention of Bob Menery, Saquon Barkley, Sterling Shepard.
Oh my goodness! Can you believe it? 2-0 now. Wow.
I flew out there to play U-ball with them. Really cool to see just how much organic interest there was in the product before it was even on the market yet. And so I really started realizing if I can get this thing on the market where you can buy it on Amazon like you would any other product, I mean, who knows what can really happen with it. What we have here is really the progression of U-ball. And so what this was just literally a slab of wood for a backboard, and I lugged this on my shoulder just through crowds of people, and it was just, it was a disaster. But soon we realized, yes, a plexiglass look where you had U-ball in the middle was definitely the right look for us. And then from there is just how do we pack stuff up on it. And so now what you have is this. So it all packs up on the back like this. Once it's up, it is really stable. It's not gonna be falling down. We set it up and people really liked it, and that was the first data point that really made us think we had something here. And so that's basically the progression of the U-ball product in a nutshell. Suddenly we set it up, people were like, oh wait, that's actually kind of cool. Like, as ugly as this prototype is and there's that much interest, like there's something here.
We scheduled like meetings with our engineers, inventors from North Carolina, and they have helped us a lot, like create things. Slowly, the more we upgraded the prototype, the more we started having some success in entrepreneurship competitions. We won a competition at UVA, it's called the Pike Fellowship. It's a $50,000 entrepreneurship competition, and that was the big acceleration so far. We were able to use that money to finish the prototype development, to get a final prototype. We started using a lot of money for the marketing of the product. It was just really cool to see just how much interest there was early on. I'm in college still, so I'm like trying to graduate. So Timmy's definitely doing almost all of it. He's been doing like, Start at Virginia, which is like an incubator in Richmond, and has just been doing like daily work probably 24/7. And then I think both of us just have like, we like to share our visions with each other and just like kind of bounce ideas off each other. And so that's been really fun, whether it's like t-shirts or what we think the next year is gonna look like. Right now, we're just getting ready to go to a manufacturer and say like, hey, can you make this? Like, what cost can you make this? Assuming that works out in the next few months, let's get it produced, let's get it back to our backers, and let's get it on Amazon. That's when I think the real explosion is gonna happen, because people have it in their hands. It's not just a social media thing, it's not just a video that they saw, it's gonna be real and it's gonna be theirs. My hustle really, it just, to me, kind of to go back to what I was saying, is it really just comes back to making an attempt. Just trying something in the first place. Putting yourself out there is so worth it. It's uncomfortable, but it is so worth it to just make an attempt to solve any problem you want to, because there's obviously plenty of problems to solve. I just love what I'm doing, and I know there's something there, and every time I think that it sucks so much, I just picture going out to a beach one time and just seeing basketball hoops everywhere. I and my sister could be the reason for that. It would be really cool to create a whole brand new sport. Makes it 100% worth it.
Keep an eye out for U-Ball at your local beaches. After the break, Elaine Parnell introduces accessible esports in schools. All kids play video games. Play Versus creates opportunities for kids to play together in schools.
When I was a kid, getting to 18 was like a goal, man. Like I had so many homies that didn't make it to 18. For sure, I'd never imagined being here. I'm just trying to like survive.
I'm here with the youngest African-American venture capitalist in the country, Elaine Parnell. How are you?
I'm doing well. Being on the 30 under 30 list, it's pretty amazing considering where I come from. I grew up in the Jeffries Projects in Detroit. This month, I'm an entrepreneur, Forbes, and Fast Company, the trifecta.
The company Play Versus did a very successful round of investing. The company Play Versus is dedicated to creating infrastructure for high school esports that makes it more approachable for high schools to jump in. Notably, it's also the only private company that the National Federation of State High Schools has officially sanctioned.
Yo, what's up? My name's Elaine, and I'm 26, the CEO of Play Versus, and we're building an infrastructure for high school esports. At At PlayVersus, we're building the infrastructure and official platform for high school esports. We go out and we partner with game publishers like Riot Games and Psyonix and Hi-Rez and governing bodies like the NFHS, which governs all high school sports, to build and operate sanctioned leagues for esports. So kids in high schools are able to play a game like League of Legends for a state championship as their peers would basketball and football.
Okay guys, we're gonna start practice, so pick your players and get started. We're gonna go till about 3:10.
I'm Kelly Corrigan. I'm a programming and web teacher here at Shawsheen Valley Vocational Technical High School, and I'm the esports coach. We run a video game club here, and these are kids that could be playing video games at home by themselves, but they come here to play together for the social aspect of it. One of the big advantages is that anybody can do this. You don't have to be a certain size, height, weight. We have girls, we have boys, we have kids of different levels.
My name is Kieran. I'm in 9th grade. Growing up, I've always wanted to do esports, and it's always been a passion of mine, and never thought that school would have something like this. So when I heard that there was going to be an esports team, I'm like, oh, I want in. And especially when I heard it was for league, I'm like, oh, I definitely want in.
I'm getting emails from kids at other schools asking about this. They want to be on a team. Over the course of the last 2.5 months, I have seen these kids go from constantly saying I and my to us and we.
Yo, welcome to our office. Let me show you around. So we have 4 core values, all in. If it's worth doing, it's worth winning. We have Adam Silver, NBA commissioner. We got Afromove, only black player in the NALCS, plays for Drake, Scooter Braun, Dan Gilbert, Nate Shot's team, 100 Thieves. You know how rappers and athletes, they show off their garage, their cars. This is our garage. It's our game room. We test video games, we play video games, player experience first. Everything that we do is for our players.
My name's Laz. I'm the vice president here at PlayVersus.
We're about to play Rocket League, and I'm totally gonna win. We used to play in my grandmother's basement. It was me, my brother, 3 cousins. We only had 2 joysticks, and we used to have to pass around. I used to hate that. That was my first introduction to esports, really, because we had to compete so hard.
Win so you could keep playing.
So you don't have to wait a couple hours to get the joystick back.
Let's go.
Right.
It's an alley-oop to myself. That's like when Kobe threw it at the backboard and then dunked. Oh, that's petty.
When we come back, we'll learn about how Delane started his business. Let's catch up with Delane and learn how he became the successful founder of PlayVersus.
I can't believe you just did that. We built a product that allows kids to join their high school esports team just like they would their high school basketball or football or baseball team, and to play in a context that's recognized and that's celebrated within the school.
It's just a great thing to be with people that you know. We're a great team. I've made amazing friends. We stick together, we work together.
It fosters teamwork. It teaches people how to be critical thinkers. Esports at the highest level requires extreme sense of competition, extreme practice and dedication and hard work. Esports teaches teamwork. To win these games, you have to be dedicated. You have to be communicating with your teammates and have a strategy in place together. All of our leagues are co-ed.
I think it's a great thing that girls are doing on esports teams. I think we should all just be together, not separated because of our gender or because stereotypes.
The games are built the same way for everyone to compete in the same way and on the same digital field. Good game.
Better luck next time. Hey man, you win some, you lose some. Tell us why PlayVersus is your favorite startup.
My favorite startup?
Yeah.
You know, I could never say one startup's my favorite startup. I'm Mike Jones. I'm the founder and CEO of Science Inc. We're a Los Angeles-based incubator and venture fund.
You are easily one of the most impactful people to the success of many LA startups without actually getting the credit. Do you feel overlooked in that regard?
I had a lot of amazing moments in my career, either success or failures, where I built and sold companies or my companies just died horrible deaths. My goal was to make sure that my CEOs were always the winners. I just want to see them go off and become that next breed of insanely good, strong, big business technology leaders. I'm totally fine staying in the background. You've heard me talk a lot. Are there any pieces of advice that I've said that really stuck with you?
The one thing that I take away from watching you as a CEO is the extreme focus you have and discipline.
I'll see you in a few days for our catch-up, right? All right.
I was raised by a single mother. I have an older brother. His name is Daylon. My father was murdered before I was born. His father passed away. My mom, she kept us in sports, put us in whatever sort of program she could to sort of keep us engaged and involved. And she probably changed the trajectory of my life and my careers. She forced us to get summer jobs. And I got a summer job at a cell phone store. Eventually, I started selling phones. I went to buying a cell phone store, turned that into 3 cell phone stores. When I was a kid, getting to 18 was like a goal, man. I had so many homies that didn't make it to 18. And for sure, I never imagined being here. And I never was trying to be forward thinking about it. I was just trying to survive. So right now, we're about to go to Cool Kicks to get some fire sneakers. Sneakers is something that we talk about all the time. We're always having competitions in the office. In Detroit, it's all about what you wear and being fly. In our high school, the most popular dudes weren't the dudes on the basketball or the football team. They didn't play sports. It was the freshest dudes in the school. Going into high school, sneakers became a passion for me. The money I did make that I didn't save, I would spend on sneakers and clothes. I remember my brother had these. I used to steal them and play basketball in them. I don't know if I'm feeling any of these, but let's try a hand at this game. Maybe we get a pair.
$5 per play, Jesus.
All right.
Oh, no way, let's go.
20 years, millions of kids across the country will be playing esports. Millions more will be on scholarship. My number one piece of advice for aspiring entrepreneurs is to keep going. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot do.
There's more than one route you can take to make an impact in sports. With a crazy idea, dedication, and drive, you can do anything. These 3 entrepreneurs have shown us what their hustle is. What's yours?